Folks, welcome into Degenerate Danger Zone. It is April 18th, and it is time to get some free money. I'm your host, Ty B, joined by Slick L and some guy named Steve. We got to get right into it, Slick. It was an extremely slick Saturday yesterday. Huge hits there in the UFC. Absolutely love to see it.
Absolutely huge hits, Ty. Absolutely lots of free money. And how about that boxing fight, guys? I mean, come on. I don't know what to make of it. I'm glad we had such a night that we did in UFC. Whitaker with the unanimous decision victory in spectacular fashion. And I hope he goes on to get that title shot now.
Oh, absolutely. And you hear him calling out Izzy. He said, come meet me in a stadium back home. They're going to be opening up borders potentially in Australia. They're not dealing with things. You know, we've seen some videos of them having like music festivals and shit. I cannot wait for this one. A big, huge rivalry there between New Zealand and Australia. That's exactly what you'd love to see. Keep building it up. I absolutely love it. Can't wait to see round two of that one. And Steve, for you, it was a pretty good Saturday as well. I think all of us were up money on the day.
Yeah, it was a really good Saturday. Had a pretty good sweat with the Marlins game. They had to, they blew the lead twice, had to tie the game in the ninth, and then eventually won it in the extra innings on a two-run double by Jorge Alfaro. But that was perfect. Right before the fights, I got some free money on the Marlins money line, and it was a good night.
And sweating it out like is the worst in the moment, but afterwards you're like, oh, that was such a great experience. I had so much fun. Like,
exactly.
Wait, you have to do it again, and we're signing up to do it again. We're going to get into today's slate. This is a pick Steve and I are both on. My Toronto Blue Jays at Kansas City. They won the first game in that doubleheader yesterday. Shout out Steven Matz for that one. He's been looking phenomenal. You're looking at this pitching matchup here. You got Robbie Ray versus Brady Singer. The youngster has not looked very good for the Royals. 0-2, about a 6.5 ERA so far on the year. Those numbers are not what you want to be backing. When you look at this Blue Jays lineup, they can put up big, big numbers. You saw it earlier on in the week where they're in the double digits. And they've been really putting the ball over the fence, and that's something the Royals struggle with. Steve, it's a great play, and you're getting them at plus money today. It's insane.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you're getting the better team as a dog. I know the Royals have a better record on the season, but the Blue Jays are a better team. We know that. They have a better lineup, and I think Robbie Ray is a better pitcher than Brady Singer. Robbie Ray's got a higher ceiling, that's for sure. And he could, go out there, give you 6 innings, maybe just 1 run, strike out like 8, 9 guys. I really love the Blue Jays as a dog today. Great value.
Most of them come when they have the back end of that rotation in,
yep.
Whether it's been Ross Stripling, TJ Zook, Anthony Kay, those are the guys who are struggling, and they're not going to be there once you get, Nate Pearson back and get this whole rotation fully healthy. And the Jays have just been struggling with some injuries. But Slick, I know you were looking at some NBA lines. Anything that's sticking out to you right now?
Yeah, Ty. I'm looking at the Sacramento Kings going against Dallas Mavs. I had I believe I forget who I had. I had the Knicks to cover the spread against the Mavs recently. I just haven't been impressed with the Mavs play all too much. Luka's carrying them on his back. Like I said to Steve the other day, they had to go down to the wire against a Memphis team that's not that great, and Luka ends up hitting a 3 at the buzzer. And then the Knicks go on to beat them the next night. I like Sacramento Kings plus 8.5. That's a wide line, and I think this is a battle of 2 very fresh young guards that we're going to see in the league for a while in De'Aaron Fox and Luka Doncic.
Yeah. Absolutely, and that's going to be a fun one to watch if you love seeing some of this more athletic guard play that we see now in the NBA. De'Aaron Fox and Luka are 2 of the best at doing it. Steve, I know you had some more baseball plays. What else are you targeting so far?
Yeah, so I got an early play today. It starts in about 20 minutes, but it's the Diamondbacks Nationals over 9. I love this game for many reasons. First, both pitchers absolutely stink. And Madison Bumgarner, he's a popular name. Everyone knows him. He's not the same pitcher he once was. He's got like an 11.5 ERA this year, a 2.2 whip. He hasn't gotten past 5 innings all year long. I think he's walked 8 batters on the year, so he's putting guys on base without him even having to hit, giving up a bunch of home runs, and the Nationals lineup is starting to turn things around. They started off kind of slow. They've scored 6 runs in 3 of their last 4 games, and they got a journeyman on the mound today, minor league journeyman, 34-year-old Pablo Espino, who's only pitched 30 innings in his major league career. He had to, come in as a late start because Strasburg got scratched. I don't think he'll be prepared. I don't even think he'll have that long of a leash, but I could see a lot of runs early here, and I think 9's a very good number.
Yep, I love that play there. Got to look at these pitching matchups because you never know what you're going to see, especially with COVID and all these other injuries and everything going on. We saw some of the Jays players even getting pulled at times because of reaction to the vaccine. So you always be trying to pay attention, seeing what's going on with some of that stuff. But a game I think is going to be extremely interesting today. But over in Europe, you have Napoli versus Inter Milan. This is a very, very fun matchup. Both these teams have been playing very, very good soccer. You get Inter, who are leading the league at plus 140 here in this matchup. Napoli plus 195, trying to get in the top 4. They want to secure that automatic Champions League position. You don't want to be in those qualifiers. You end up playing so many games over the course of the season if that happens. I think I'm going to go with Inter here. They have been the better side all season. They've won 3 of the last 5. One was also a draw in there. They've had great form against Napoli. I know Napoli's been playing great at home, but they've had a ton of letdowns over the past season and a half since they made that push on Juventus at the top of Serie A and fell short. They've just continued to sort of trip over their own feet, if you will, at big moments when they've had times to really make a name for themselves on the world stage. And I think this is going to be another one of those right here. Inter have just been playing phenomenally. Like I said, Lautaro Martinez is a name to watch for a long time. Steve, what else you got for me? More baseball?
I got one more baseball play, and I'm taking the Dodgers for the 3rd straight night. I've been loving this team. They made me stay up to 3 in the morning on Friday with one of the craziest games against the Padres. I know they ended up winning 11-6, but the Padres probably had 5-6 chances to win that game. You can't give the Dodgers extra chances. And today, you got Trevor Bauer versus Blake Snell. Blake Snell has not looked good at all this year. He couldn't even get out of the first inning against the Pirates in his last start. He hasn't gone more than 5 innings all year long. He's been walking everybody, which has been, his biggest, concern before his Cy Young year was to limit the walks, and it looks like he's just lost control. Dodgers minus 130 again. I mean, they won for me on Friday. They won for me on Saturday, thanks to Mookie Betts. Incredible diving catch, saving 2 runs that would have tied the game. I'm just going to keep riding with the best team in baseball. I think it's a fair number, and give me the Dodgers with Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone can hate on that strategy. I think if you look at it, it's as sound as can be because they have been playing a great baseball. Trevor Bauer has just been dicing guys up. He's gotten into a little bit of trouble later on in his starts, but early on, he has just been an absolute machine. So I do like that. The Padres have struggled with some injuries, and obviously they're not at full capacity yet. So, we'll see if they can make a push in the NL West, but it looks like the Dodgers is lose.
And the nice thing with Bauer, too, he's got a .6 whip. So even though he's had, a little bit of struggles, he's limiting base runners. And that's the big thing you want to do against the Padres because they're a big home run hitting team. And if you can limit base runners, a solo shot won't kill you.
Absolutely. Slick, anything else you're looking at today?
Yeah, I'm looking at the doubleheader with another battle of the Sox in the White Sox, Red Sox. Red Sox went down 2-0 early on in that matchup yesterday, end up coming back to win 7-4. I feel like everyone counted the Red Sox out this year, and they're still sitting at 10-4. They got that doubleheader. The line on the first game's at even money. I'm tempted to take the Red Sox in the second game, guys.
I don't hate that play at all. They've been playing really, really good baseball. I'm going to get over here into the NHL. I'm going to take the Islanders and the under 5.5 in that game. It's a plus 220. They're playing at the Flyers. The Flyers have really struggled. I think when you look at the Islanders, they're probably not going to put up a lot of points, but in the 3-1 win, a 2-0 win wouldn't surprise me. I like the Islanders in the under. And we got Degenerate Al popping in fresh off of a trip to the creek. How are you feeling? Oh, no, he can't hear right now.
Oh no.
Can't hear you either. You might have to leave and come back in, Al. We'll see. Well, either way, Steve, anything else you're targeting today? What else are you looking at on this Sunday?
Well, I was going to let Al take control of this, but I'm just riding Colin Morikawa. I got him at 18-1 to start the tournament. He's down 5 strokes right now, but it's only Stewart Cink ahead. Sink's old. He's due for a big round, and Morikawa, very consistent young golfer. I'm hoping he keeps it up.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to get you guys, especially Degenerate Al, at the course, right on Stuart Sink all day, get him in his back pocket,
Absolutely.
chirping him on every single shot, the little jackass. That's exactly what we might need to get Morikawa that W.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need Morikawa to pull in front. I kind of lost all hope with Cam Smith. I think he's way down there, like sitting at a 30 position right now. But I had Morikawa when he was here. Let me see. I had him at plus 550, a live bet that I parlayed with the Celtics the night that they beat the Lakers. So I'm really looking for Morikawa to pull in front. I think it's possible. I think he can do it.
Last night after round 3, so that's not a bad number at all.
Oh no, not at all. I think he was the favorite too when I took that live bet. So that number was definitely generous for the time being, and that was before Sink pulled way in front. So
yeah,
I'm still happy with the value I got there, and hopefully Morikawa can pull some magic this Sunday.
Well, that's the thing too with golf betting. Get us to Sunday. Morikawa, he's in second place, only one guy ahead of him. If Sink blows up, Morikawa's looking even better.
Exactly.
Low scores out there. They're sitting around like minus 17, something like that.
Yeah, I think he's minus
18.
And Morikawa's minus 13.
Yeah.
So the scores can be had. Hopefully the boys are cashing in on those futures. That's why you got to be tuning in to Degenerate Danger Zone throughout the week. Maybe those Tuesday, Wednesday shows will be giving out those futures for golf. We got Al here texting in his pick. It looks like he's going with a Vegas and Braves, he's Vegas Golden Knights and Braves Cubs under 10.5 parlay plus 103. Shout out to Degenerate Al, making sure it still gets in even when he's having technical difficulties. That's what we do for you guys. We want to make sure we're giving out that free money again. So make sure you follow us over at Degenerate Zone on Twitter for content throughout the week. Can't wait to see what the Dart has in store today after last night's fight was postponed due to a whiplash concussion from pushing Dracker Close at the weigh-in, which leads me to be a little bit worried about Close's like long-term health, because usually he probably had issues within the past. So I don't know how quickly he'll be ready to get back in that ring. So
yeah, I mean, when we got the news that the fight was canceled and Drakkar Klose was injured, you couldn't help but look back to that push during the ceremonial stare down. And I think I mentioned it in the show yesterday. I thought it was totally unnecessary. The guys weren't even talking trash this whole week. And then Jeremy Stevens just comes up nose to nose and shoves Drakkar Klose across the stage. Didn't look like a big deal. But Drakkar Klose goes on to say that when that happened, he felt numb in his arm and wrist. Like, that definitely makes me worried about his long-term health, Ty. But hopefully, if he's all right, they can get that fight booked back for as soon as possible, because the intensity was there, and I think it'd be a great fight to see.
Oh yeah, I think if anything, it adds a little bit more fire under Drakkar Klose's ass, and he's going to be ready to fuck up Jeremy Stevens. So I can't wait to see that one.
I hope he does too.
Somebody's going to be on that fight. Sorry, Dart, but I'm going against Jeremy Stevens on that one when we get that fight rebooked. But a shout out to some guy Steve for joining us, and Slick Al. He made it slick yesterday on Saturday. Hopefully he keeps it going on Sunday. Hopefully we get that Slick L Sunday sweep. Again, folks, make sure you get to the creek. Call in your bets. Go to your online bookie. Do whatever you got to do. Go and get that free money. Good night now.